Ladies and gentlemen, my name is TotalBiscuit, here from PAX East 2013. We have a game by the name of Super Splatters. Probably the most ridiculous named game you'll hear today, anyway. I'm sure I'll come up with something more ridiculous later on. Here with the developer. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Welcome.
Excellent. So why don't you introduce yourself and the game to the audience?
All right. My name is Neve Fisher. I'm one of the developers on Super Splatters. Super Splatters is a bit of a wacky game. You play a bunch of blobs that are on paving their way to fame. They're trying to get famous by putting on shows and uploading them to their pseudo YouTube channel called Splatter TV.
All right. So it sounds like a simulator of my day-to-day job, for the most part. Hopefully there are no YouTube comments built into the game.
No comments.
Please don't do that. I just want to say that. You have no idea how traumatizing it is. It's kind of a trigger for me. I get flashbacks. It's terrible. So let's have a look at Super Splatters then. I'm going to click play the game. Now, you informed me that spacebar was an important button, as was the mouse.
Yes.
Control here. All right.
So you would start with part 1, become a talent?
Sounds like a plan. All right. Pick a stage. And stunt training. All right. Let us do that then.
Click again. Yep.
All right, let's drop into this. So this is a game that's coming soon to Steam, Mac, and Linux.
That's true.
All right. Apparently everyone does want to be super famous, so I'm told. They are thirsty for millions of viewers. You know, I don't think these guys are doing this for the right reasons, frankly.
You are correct.
They're in it for the obvious fame and fortune and aren't really thinking about where they came from. I mean, we're only into tutorial 1. They've already pretty much sold out, right? See these shiny show pods. They're ignited by liquid, an essential part of every show. That doesn't sound safe at all. All right. Well, it is called Super Splatters, so let's do a little bit of that. Aim to the right above the show pods. Hold the button to slab. Okay. Interesting. Ah. There we go. Did we just kill ourselves because...
You did.
You know, again, this is setting a bad example for people. It's like, you want to be famous? Blow yourself up. Napalm's always good. Shooting above pods is usually better. You know, like it falls down and all, yeah. So, all right. So a little bit of physics-based stuff.
Yep.
Very nice. In fact, a lot of physics-based stuff by the looks of it.
Yes. Well, that's what my background is. I did a lot of physics-based simulation for medical stuff and that kind of thing.
Oh, really?
Oh,
so
yeah.
You actually did legit stuff for medical science, and then you decided, you know what would be really good? This.
Yep.
That's kind of cool.
Much.
It's funny, we were talking to a guy earlier, actually, that did... It was the Ravenmark guys, and one of those guys basically worked in marketing and business for the longest time and said, I can market and business a game. That sounds reasonable. All right, so there we go. Unlocks the flip move. Okay.
Yes.
There we go. I'm sort of getting the hang of this. Seems reasonable enough. Time to learn some flips. It's a super awesome move that flips the direction of everything on stage. Oh, okay. Fair enough. All right. Ah. So we essentially rewound time there, I suppose.
Yeah, it's not quite a rewinding of time. It's more like a reversing of the momentum.
Okay.
Because like if you started a move and even if you press the flip, it doesn't undo that move. It just reverses the movement. And you can press it several times. Yeah, it might be a little bit too late now.
Yes, I don't think I'm going to get much out of this one. That did not go well. That's actually a really odd mechanic, something that I haven't really seen before. Rewind time and reverse is a very obvious thing. Just being able to change momentum multiple times is interesting, as you can see. I could do this all day. It wouldn't accomplish me anything, but I could do it all day. There we go. We'll let it do that. But that did actually eventually slow my momentum down, I guess.
Yes.
There was a reason for that.
Yeah, it's not recommended to over-abuse this mechanic because the fluid has this tendency of, like, you know, grouping together.
Okay. Well, I didn't get much out of that, did I? So it was actually spinning around. I guess I should have reversed it to gain some more momentum. Let's give it another try.
And again.
There's a magnet there. Ah, there we go. That should get it. No, it didn't. Sort of.
You could just try reversing once, let them drop into that hole there.
Sure. There we go. I think I'm overthinking it somehow.
Yeah.
There we go. See, it's just one button press. That's all I needed. Not 50. I'm too used to playing StarCraft, apparently. All right, so that's the flip done right there. So this is a little odd in terms of both mechanics and in terms of its design. So I've got to ask, where did the inspiration for this come from?
Well, it didn't come from any particular like game or thing. Like I said, I have a lot of experience with physics, so we really wanted to do something with elastic physics and liquid physics. I thought that never was done before in games. And I also wanted to stay away from traditional puzzle games. It was more aimed to be like an arcade-style experience.
Yeah, because it's more of a score attack game than anything else,
exactly.
right?
So it actually came through a lot of prototyping. There's influence of like things I like from like Peggle, or people have said like this is Peggle meets World of Goo, which is might be fair, but
okay.
On a superficial level.
I was going to say, I don't have much of a comparison for this, if I'm totally honest. I'm trying to think about it, but it's like, then maybe. I don't know. There you go, that's it.
You're doing all right.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting it. It's a really odd idea. The implementation is something that I haven't really seen before, which is nice considering that we're playing way too many games that are too bloody similar these days. All right, there we go.
So true.
Oh, so I got a score for actually hitting that dead on. Very nice. Don't wonder if reversing would really help here. Oh, it's going to get me down there. Yeah. All right, that'll have to do. So later on, what kind of tricks can you actually learn? It did mention there was a lot more than just the flipping involved.
Definitely. You'll see like in the next level, but basically what you have, there's slides that are coming next. There's spikes you can impale on.
Okay.
That are pretty fun to do. And then later on, there's an airstrike move where you can like relaunch from the middle of the air. There's a second shot that lets you correct your shots. I'll just let it evolve. But it really becomes like a more combo-driven kind of game, and it's strong arcade.
Certainly.
All right, so you move on from venue to venue.
Yep.
Perfecting your show.
And then you get a new set of kind of stunt training to show you exactly what's going on in terms of that new move. Oh yeah, so I see the slides there. So now it's starting to kind of get more complex. This seems like the kind of game that would really, really benefit from a level editor of some description. Is that something that's planned in the future?
Well, it might be. We're not. I don't think we're launching with a level editor, but if we see like a lot of take up on that and people want this is definitely something we can do. I mean, all our levels we've done with an internal editor.
Yeah.
It's not quite ready for. You can just click and let it go. Yeah. So
reminds me of what I used to do in Lemmings 2, the Tribes. I never used to play it. I used to create ski courses all the time. And just send my lemmings all over the place. I could just see you being able to do something like that in this game. There we go. That's quite satisfying, actually. All right, so we'll let him have that.
This is called a rainy day.
Suicidal blob. That's hard to say. It's like, there we go. And then reverse it so it flips around there, then hits the spike, and does nothing. It's like, it was all going so well until I forgot to bring my brain to the party today.
You're actually supposed to flip before you left the first slide.
Oh, okay.
So you can go back into
oh, yeah, I get it. I see it. Okay, so.
That's it.
There we go. And then does that rain enough over there? Yes, it does. Sweet. Okay. Well, it's certainly original. There's no real doubt about that. I'm actually kind of surprised that you're aiming for PC with this. This does seem like the kind of thing that iOS guys would really eat up. Is that something you're considering?
That's definitely something we're considering. That's actually, everybody's been telling us from the very first prototype we've shown, but I'm too stubborn.
I get it. Yeah, I totally get it. It's not like there's not a market for this on PC. It's the kind of thing that, because of the way that the levels are designed, they're very compact. They can be kind of played on their own as a standalone. It's the kind of thing that I think people like to see on iOS as a direct result. But I appreciate that stubbornness. That's good. You know, let's get some more games on PC.
That was a good flip.
It was no, maybe. Almost had it.
No, you got plenty more.
Not too bad. That was terrible. I don't think I'm going to be able to fix that somehow. Yeah, that's a disaster. At least I guess that. But
yeah.
All right, sweet. Reverse it, send it over there.
Nice.
Hit the spikes.
Nice.
Yes. Lots of nice things popping up that says, you're doing good, play more. Yeah. It's so strange how, I've got to say, like, as a developer, obviously you put a lot of thought into the way that the UI gives you feedback, especially when it comes down to big rewards and pop-ups on the screen. And I have never understood why it is so satisfying to see some big thing pop up on the screen and say, "You're great, please do more."
Yeah, I don't know if it's just those big things. I think it's nice to see like events unfold that have like chain reaction events happening.
Yes, yeah, that's actually a good point. Let's send them up here.
So there's a lot of that going on here.
Yeah. And then over there. And then maybe backwards. Almost. Alright, so what kind of angle are we looking at here? Hit the spike. Sweet.
Nice.
Cool. I don't really have a grand plan here, but...
Oh, you got 3 stars for this level.
Not bad. I'm generally awful, so this is a new experience for me. Very, very nice. Alright, so what kind of release date are we looking at for this title?
Oh, we're talking about like maybe 2 months from now.
Okay.
We still don't have like a firm release date, but that's what we're shooting for.
Sure. And price point wise, obviously, I've got to imagine kind of aiming at the casual market here.
Yeah, it's more like a $10 game.
Sure. This is a tricky one. I guess maybe I can send it up there. Or maybe not. It was a good idea.
Yeah, you should try to aim more along the slide.
Yeah.
You might still get it with the last one, but
Stumble
not
at the first
sure.
hurdle.
Not sure. All right, flip. Yeah, no. That's not going to pan out right.
I don't think I've got them all there. Close enough, almost. No. Oh, well, never mind. All right, so there we go. Super Splatters, ladies and gentlemen. You can check this out on Steam, PC, Mac, Linux, and potentially iOS if the dev gets rid of his stubborn streak at some point. It is a rather interesting physics-based puzzle. Well, you say puzzle game, but it's really more of an arcade game, as you rightly described. More of a score attack game. Physics-based, rather interesting. Developed by someone with a background in medical science. So that's an endorsement if ever I heard one, right? So if you want a smart game, even though it looks a little silly, then this is probably the place to go. So feel free to go and check it out. Follow Spiky Snail, which is the developer, and you can head over to supersplatters.com for more information on this game. Thank you very much for watching, folks. This has been Super Splatters here from PAX East. Thank you very much for showing us the title.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, we will see you next time.